Hi Nikki, just a quick video. I just want to show you around the blog post bit, and that's something we kind of talked about on email. So um, I'm just going to use the blog post you sent over as a template. So from the dashboard here, this is what hopefully you will see. You go to posts and you can add a new post. So the first thing I normally do is add the title. So I'll take that from there, copy that and paste it. And you can see here it's given you what's called a permalink, and you can edit this if you want to. Sometimes there's benefits in terms of SEO to doing that, but I'll let you play with that and take advice from other people. The next thing I'm going to do is opt to use the Divi Builder. So that will pop up. What also pops up first is the Yoast SEO, so I'm going to ignore that for now and hide that. And you can load from the library if you want to. It has a bunch of predefined layouts that you can ignore, but you can add from the library. And I've created one for here called blog post, which is purely based on this blog post in particular. So as you can see, what you've got here is a text box inside a couple of things. You can do all sorts of interesting things here. I'll show you those in a moment. But normally when you open this is, as you can see, has got your old content in, so I'm going to take that out. Normally this would show up as blank, I believe. So what we're going to do is just copy over all of the content that you want put in. We can paste that in, and then I am just quickly going to tidy it up somewhat. There's a double space there and there. So in this text you've got a link that you want to have, which is great, so we can do that. So I'm going to highlight the bit of text, and up here there's a link button, so you can click on that, and you've asked to check out the portfolio. So all you can start typing in here, portfolio, and as it comes up there's a number of different pages. So there's the wedding portfolio and newborn lifestyle and cake smash portfolio, and then there's a page called portfolio, which is the page that all those other portfolios link off of. So I'll link to that one for now, and you can come back and change this whenever you want to. So at this point you can save and exit, and then you can save a draft if you want to. You can preview your post before it's live, and as you can see when I've done that, there's this sidebar here, which generally speaking you don't need. They serve as more of a distraction, but it's something that comes in WordPress, so it's quite easy to change that. So here on the top right there's Divi post settings, and there's the page layout. At the moment it's set to right sidebar, but if you set that to full width, you can save the draft and then preview it again, and hopefully that will update here. There you go. So that's updated, so it's now the full width of the screen. So this post just looks like this at the moment, but I'm going to just show you a couple of other quick tricks. I'll start with the Yoast SEO stuff, just because you've requested that. So you can open this box here, and it shows you what it's going to look like. So for your title you've got creative wedding photography, why I'm rebranding. The Yoast automatically will add Nikki Shear photography to the end, so I'm actually going to leave that because really that's a little better, because it just means that people are searching for you as well. It will get picked up, but you can change this. So if you click here, it all pops up down here, and you can change that. What we will add is this what's called the snippet here, the description. So we can copy that, paste that in, and we've also got a keyword here, so we can add that here. And what we can do now is we can save the draft again. Sorry, the focus keyword didn't save. Let's try that again. I'm going to click publish. There you go. So what Yoast does, and somebody, I mean, I'm happy to walk you through this, but somebody else could, is it gives you like a traffic light system. These things are good, these things could be improved, and these things are bad. And you can look through that, and it's just a fairly easy way to figure out if it's going to perform well quite quickly. So that's Yoast in brief. So if you want to add, say, an image or a gallery, there's a number of things you can do. So we can you can insert a module here, but if you wanted to, say, have a block of text and then two images side by side, we can add a row, and these are your columns. So these are if you're looking down the page, this is how many columns there will appear at this particular point in the blog. So you can do half and half. Insert the module, which from here you can choose image. There's all sorts of things you could choose, but you can choose image. To do this, you can upload an image. Now either you can upload something direct from your computer here, you can drag it into here, or you can click on select files and it will show you some bits, or you can choose a file that's already been uploaded. So for speed, I'm going to pick that one. We can save that, and then we can use this icon here just to copy that, and then we can drag that over here. And now if we click update and we view the post, what you see is the images appear side by side here. Now there's other things you might want to do. If I just delete this altogether, we might want to add a gallery, so a whole bunch of images. You can play around with these settings, they're relatively straightforward, so he says. So you can add images, so I'm going to pick just those from there, a few at random. I'm going to set them to random order here, which is, unless you've got a specific order, it's good fun. I generally hide the title and caption, so we can save that. If we update that now and have a look, there you go. So it's got the first 4 images that open in a light box, and then people can go between the next 3 and 2 and just look through, or you can come back and play. And so if you set this to 16, I know that's enough, then they appear all together. So play around with that. It's this Divi builder, it may seem a bit daunting, but it is great once you get used to it. The other one that may be useful is you could add a button that is related to the blog post. So view my portfolio. I need to get the link for the portfolio, which is this one. And if I update that, sorry, excuse me a moment while I go to the blog post. There you go. So as you can see, it's appeared down here with this button. And again, you can play with the settings. There's all sorts of settings related to the button tool. So some other things that are useful to know if you don't particularly want to add any images. Sometimes it's good to add what's called a featured image. So at the bottom on the right here, you can set a featured image, and again you can upload something, or you can just add something that's already been uploaded. This chap looks particularly handsome. Let's add him. And this will automatically get added to the blog post at the top here, and you can play around with that as well. And then the one other thing I just quickly will show you. So you can add blog posts into categories, and it's good to do this because I don't know if you'll be able to see this particularly clearly, but up here it's got nickishearphotography.co.uk/uncategorized/creative wedding photography, blah blah blah. That uncategorized is caused by these categories here. So just going to add one quickly called wedding photography blog. I'm going to add that. Remove and categorize as an option, and you can add as many categories as you want. It's best not to have too many, generally speaking, but if you want more you can have more for certain. So I've updated that, and if I refresh this page up here, you'll see that the URL has changed, so it's nikkishearphotography.co.uk/wedding photography blog/creative and blah blah blah. I hope that all makes sense. If any of it doesn't, just send me an email and I'll be happy to answer any of your questions.